Imagine it's Monday morning. You've got a client call in 20 minutes. Someone on your team just Slack messaged you asking which version of the proposal is the right one, because there are 4 copies across 3 different drives and nobody's sure which one was last edited. Meanwhile, your inbox has 47 unread messages, half of which are just people replying all to an email thread that should have been a shared document. Sound familiar? This is what I call tool chaos. And if you're running a small or mid-sized business right now, there's a good chance it's quietly costing you more than you realize. Today we're going to talk honestly about Google Workspace, whether it's the right fit for your business, what it actually costs, how it stacks up against Microsoft 365, and importantly, how you implement it matters just as much as whether you buy it. I'm Peter Moriarty, and I'm helping Peter create some of his videos while he helps support our customers. We are the top Google partner across Australia and New Zealand for small business. In this video, I'm going to give you the real answer on whether Google Workspace is right for your business. Okay, let's get into it. Here's what most growing businesses look like under the hood. You've got email on one platform, file storage on another, video calls somewhere else, project management in a fourth tool, messaging in a fifth, and somehow, despite paying for all of these separately, nothing actually talks to anything else. RingCentral did a study that found the average employee switches between apps over 1,200 times a day. Yes, 1,200 times. Every one of those switches is a micro interruption. And micro interruptions add up to hours of lost productivity every single week. But productivity isn't the only thing you're losing. Every disconnected tool is a potential security gap. Think about it. Every time you add a new app, you're adding another login, another set of permissions, another place where a phishing email can land and do serious damage. Small and mid-sized businesses are the #1 target for cyber attacks. Not because hackers think you're interesting, but because you're statistically the least protected. And then there's the licensing mess. Most businesses I talk to are paying for at least 2 or 3 tools that do the same thing. Zoom and Meet, Dropbox and Drive, one project management tool that only half the team uses, nobody audited it, nobody turned anything off, it just kept billing. The file chaos we talked about at the start, that's just the symptom. The real problem is that there's no single source of truth in your business. No one place where work lives, where it's searchable, where it's safe, and where it can't walk out the door when an employee quits. And that last part is important. I've seen businesses lose access to years of client files, proposals, and internal documents because everything lived in someone's personal Google Drive or on their laptop, and when they left, so did the data. This is a solvable problem, but the solution has to be intentional. Let me show you what that can look like. Google Workspace is not just Gmail with a business logo. I want to be clear about that because a lot of people still think that's what it is. It's a fully integrated suite. Gmail, Drive, Docs, Sheets, Slides, Meet, Chat, Calendar, and now Gemini AI. All running off one account, one login, one admin console. And the key word there is integrated. These tools were built to talk to each other. That's what makes it different. Let's walk through what's actually in the box. Gmail, business email on your own domain with intelligent filtering, conversation threading, and scheduling built right in. Your team stops living in their personal inbox. Google Drive, this is your cloud file storage, but it's also your collaboration layer. Files live in the cloud, not on someone's hard drive. Everyone with the right permissions can access the current version. No more emailing attachments back and forth. No more, wait, which one did you edit? Docs, Sheets, and Slides, real-time co-editing. You and 3 colleagues can be in the same document at the same time. Every change is tracked. Every version is saved. You can roll back to any point in history. And also, this file name problem disappears. Now, Google Meet, video conferencing built into everything. No separate download for guests, no license management for external people. First you share a link, next they click it and they're in. It's integrated with your calendar. So scheduling is one click, not a back and forth email chain. Chat, team messaging with spaces, which are basically channels, and unlike standalone messaging apps, Chat integrates directly with Drive and Docs. You can share a file in a space and your team can comment on it, edit it, and reference it without ever leaving the conversation. And then there's Gemini, Google's AI assistant now built into Google Workspace. Depending on your plan, you get AI-assisted drafting in Gmail and Docs, meeting summaries in Meet, data analysis in Sheets, and more. It's not perfect and it's still maturing, but it's already saving teams real time on first drafts and meeting recaps. Now let's talk pricing, because this is where people get confused. As of early 2026, Google Workspace business plans run roughly like this. Business Starter is around $7 per user per month. You get the core apps, 30 gigabytes of pooled storage, and Meet for up to 100 participants. It's a solid starting point for small teams that just need to get organized. Business Standard is around $14 per user per month. This is where most of our clients land. You get 2 terabytes of pooled storage, meet recording, noise cancellation, and access to Gemini AI features. The jump from starter to standard is almost always worth it. Business Plus is around $22 per user per month. Adds enhanced compliance features like Vault for e-discovery, 5 terabytes of storage, and more advanced Meet functionality. This is for teams with legal, compliance, or HR requirements. Enterprise is custom pricing, and if you're asking, you'll know when you need it. Now, the question I know some of you are asking, what about Microsoft 365? Honest answer, Microsoft 365 is a strong product. If your team is deep in Excel, we're talking complex macros, advanced pivot tables, financial modeling, Microsoft's desktop apps are still more powerful. If you're in a highly regulated industry with existing Microsoft infrastructure and an on-premise Active Directory setup, Microsoft 365 may be the path of least resistance. But for most SMBs, especially those that work remotely, collaborate heavily, want simpler admin, and want to lean into AI, Google Workspace wins on ease of use, real-time collaboration, mobile experience, and overall platform simplicity. On the ROI side, businesses that consolidate from a multi-tool setup into Google Workspace typically save on per-user licensing costs because they're replacing standalone tools. Zoom, Dropbox, DocuSign alternatives. When you're already paying for Meet, Drive, and eSign, those overlapping subscriptions go away. The harder ROI to put a number on is the time you get back. Less context switching, faster onboarding because new staff learn one system instead of 6, fewer IT tickets because there's one admin console and one support path. Google's own research puts the administrative time savings at 20 to 30% post-migration for businesses that implement it properly. That last part is important, implement it properly, which brings me to the part most YouTube videos skip. Here's what happens when a business buys Google Workspace directly from Google. You put in your credit card, you get a welcome email, you get access to a help center with thousands of articles, and then you're on your own. Google sells licenses, that's it. They do not migrate your data. They do not configure your admin console. They do not train your team. They do not pick up the phone when your email routing breaks on a Friday afternoon. And for a business that's never run a migration before, that's a problem. I've seen businesses try to self-implement and hit the same 3 walls every time. First, migration errors, emails that didn't transfer, contacts that went missing, shared drives that didn't map correctly. Second, security misconfiguration. The admin console has a lot of knobs. If you don't know what you're doing, it's easy to leave gaps that you won't discover until there's an incident. Third, user adoption failure. You buy the licenses, you flip the switch, and your team keeps using WhatsApp groups and personal Gmail because nobody actually showed them how to work differently. That's where a certified Google Workspace partner comes in, and I'll tell you specifically what that looks like with ITGenius. First, migration. Before we move a single file, we map your existing environment. What's in your current email? Where are your files? What third-party integrations do you have? We test the migration in a controlled environment first. Then we move your data in a way that's planned, documented, and reversible if anything goes sideways. Admin setup. This is the part most self-implementations skip entirely. Organizational unit structure, security policies, mobile device management, email routing, spam filters, 2-step verification enforcement. We configure it correctly from day one, not after something goes wrong. User training. We don't just hand people a login, we run onboarding sessions, providing real training tailored to your team's actual workflows, how to use Drive instead of sending attachments, how to run a meeting in Google Meet, how to set up shared spaces in chat, because adoption is what makes the investment worthwhile. Licensing optimization. Not every person on your team needs the same plan. Your CEO and your exec team might need Business Plus for compliance features. Your part-time contractor might only need Starter. We audit your user list and make sure you're paying for the right tier for each person, not just the easiest default. Ongoing support, because business never stands still. Whether staff are joining and leaving, you're adding new domains, or you're acquiring another business, you need transitions to be seamless. We ensure users are off-boarded safely and data is never lost. Having a partner means having someone to call who already knows your environment and can move fast. The hidden cost of getting this wrong is real. A botched migration can mean days of email downtime. A security misconfiguration is invisible right up until it isn't. And at that point, you're dealing with a breach, not a setup question. And if your team never actually adopts the platform, you've paid for Google Workspace, but you're still running your business on WhatsApp threads and USB drives. We'd rather spend 20 minutes on a call telling you this isn't the right fit for your business than set you up for a migration you'll regret. If you're seriously considering Google Workspace for your business, Or if you've already bought it and you're not sure you set it up correctly, book a free consultation with ITGenius. The link is in the description. It takes 20 minutes. We'll look at your current setup, your team size, your tools, and your goals, and we'll give you a straight answer on whether Google Workspace makes sense, what tier you actually need, and what a migration would look like for your specific situation. Let's do a quick recap. Tool fragmentation is quietly costing your business in productivity, security, and licensing overhead. Google Workspace solves a lot of that by bringing everything under one roof. It's not perfect for every business, but for most SMBs, especially remote and hybrid teams, it's one of the most impactful consolidations you can make. And the difference between a smooth Google Workspace rollout and a chaotic one comes down almost entirely to how it's implemented. If this was helpful, hit subscribe. We cover Google Workspace, business tech, and productivity tools for teams like yours on a regular basis. And if you want to go deeper, check out this video next. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.